Dear listener, welcome to my channel. Topic is optics clustering algorithm. This is the first video on YouTube which will explain optics algorithm step by step with the help of example. First we will see what is mean by optics algorithm, then we continue with the example. DB-scan and optics algorithms are density-based algorithms. Unlike k-means or k-medoid, who find cluster in spherical shape, density-based clustering algorithms have been developed to discover the cluster with arbitrary shape. These algorithms decide clusters based on density of data objects. They try to locate the cluster as dense area and non-dense area as a noise. DB-scan and optics algorithm use two important parameters, that is minimum points and threshold value epsilon. Now this is my suggestion that before going for optics you should learn DB-scan, then optics is very easy to understand. I have already published the video on DB-scan in which I have explained DB-scan algorithm with the help of example. Optics produces a set of ordering of density-based clusters. It can construct different clusters simultaneously. The object should be processed in a specific order. This order selects an object that is density reachable with respect to the lowest value so that cluster with highest value or lower will be finished first. For each object, coordistance and reachability distance is stored. So all these theory points you will come to understand when we solve a problem. Here in optics for every point we find out the two values, that is coordistance and reachability distance. The coordistance of an object P is the smallest value that makes P is a core object. If P is not core object, then the coordistance of P is undefined. Reachability distance of an object. The reachability distance of an object Q with respect to another object P is the greater value of the coordistance of P and the Euclidean distance between P and Q. If P is not core object, then the reachability distance between P and Q is undefined. So with the help of example, these distances are very easy, that is coordistance and reachability distance. So from the example you get the idea of what is mean by reachability and coordistance and how they gets calculated for every point. Now for example, just take a simple example. Here to form a cluster minimum 6 points are required, then only the point become the core object, otherwise the point is not core object. And here that the radius is given of 8 mm, that is inside that area there should be minimum 6 point. Now P is the point into the consideration, so including P point there should be 6 point. Now here more than 6 points are there including P, so P becomes a core object. Now here what is mean by epsilon dash? Now P is a core object as number of objects are more than equal to 6 within a radius of 8 mm. Now how to calculate this coordistance, that is epsilon dash? Now here to form a P as a core object we need the 6 point, and if we can say that these 6 points are get satisfied at a distance of 4 mm, therefore the coordistance of P is 4 mm. As P have 6 objects including P at a distance of 4 mm, therefore even the distance epsilon is 8 mm, but all the points that P gets satisfied as a core object at a distance of 4 mm, therefore coordistance of P, that is epsilon dash, is 4 mm. Now we require to calculate the reachability distance. Now for this we consider the 4 points Q, R, S and T. They are at a distance of 7, 5, 8 and 3 mm respectively. Now what is it formula for the reachability distance? Max of coordistance of P and the distance of P and Q. Now coordistance of P is 1. Sorry, coordistance of P is 4 because at 4 they get satisfied. So this is 4, and here the distance between the P and Q, which is 7, 5, 8 and 3. Now we are taking the max value. So here we are getting 7, 5, 8, and for T as it is within that epsilon dash, therefore we are getting the distance as 4. So in this way we require to calculate the coordistance and the reachability distance for every object. And when the object does not satisfy the core, it can become a noise point. Now start with the example. These 20 points are given. Now the data is in two dimension. x and y coordinates are there. This is the points and this is the graphical representation of this point. For this example, minimum point 2 are considered and epsilon of 5 is taken. That is, the point can become the core if it has only one point within the neighborhood of 5 mm, because the minimum points are 2. So including that point, only one more point is required to form a cluster. Now, for this problem, for simplicity, I consider the absolute distance instead of the Euclidean distance. But when we solve the problem or when we implement the algorithm, we can easily take the Euclidean distance. Now, this is the absolute distance calculation, and this is the adjacency matrix. Now, in the adjacency matrix, the two portions are there. One is highlighted and one is non-highlighted. Highlighted portion indicates the distance up to 5 because the epsilon distance of 5 is given. So this is nothing but the radius at every point. Therefore, all the points are highlighted which are having the distance at up to 0 to 5, and all other points are greater than 5 and they are not highlighted. So when we run the algorithm, we have to consider only these points which are at a distance of up to 5 mm. Now this is the points which we are taking only into the consideration, which are at a distance of up to 5 because our epsilon is 5 and minimum 2 points are required to create a cluster. Now we will start with the by point explanation. Now first we consider the point A. Now what are the neighbors of point A? From this adjacency matrix, it is very easy. That is, the neighbors of A are B, C and D, and including A, it can form the core point. Why? Because only 2 points are there to form a cluster and more than 2 points are there in the vicinity of A within the 5 mm. Now here neighbors of point P are B, C, D, even A is included. Now co-distance means the point at which the P becomes the core object. So maximum distance is up to 2 is there, but B and C are there in the vicinity which is of 1. Therefore, the core distance is 1. Now here we require to find the reachability distance. From the A, we can't find out the reachability distance. So whenever in optics algorithm, whenever we consider the first point, its reachable distance is always considered as a maximum or infinity because we can't calculate. Now here we require to calculate the reachable distance BCD. Now we require to use that formula, max co-distance of A and the distance between the A and B. Now here the max co-distance of A is 1 and here BCD is 1, 1 and 2, and here we are writing 1, 1 and 2. Now only 2 changes are there, when to retain the existing distance or when to modify the existing distance. Now this will be cleared with the next point. Now after the A point, we generally try to find out all the neighbors which are close to the A. So close to the neighbors are B and C. So first we will traverse the point B, next we will traverse the point C. So it is nothing but the depth first search. So we can store the values in the array and we can traverse the next point. Now A becomes visited. Now B point comes. B, the neighbors of the B are including B, A, B, C, D and E. A is already visited. B is itself. Now this point becomes a core because more than 2 points are there. Now see, for this B point, B0, AD at 1, C2 and E5. Now they are satisfied the condition of the core at a distance of 1 only. Therefore the core distance is 1. Now we require to find out the reachability distance. Now we can't calculate for A because A is already visited. So we require to calculate for C, D and E. Now for C, D and E, here it's get modified. So I will explain with the example. Now the core distance of B is 1. Now we require to find out the reachability distance between the BC, BD and BE. Now core distance of B is 1. Reachability distance, absolute distance between the BC is 2, BD is 1 and B is 1. So we are getting here 2, 1, 5. Now the core reachability distance between the B and C is here. It is B and C is 1 and here also it is coming as 2. Now in the previous, initially it is 1, now it is coming 2. So here we are retaining the previous value. That's why we are not modifying. So here this is not modified to the 2, but it is written as 1 because previous value is less and the next value is more. So we are not modifying the new value which is greater than the previous or the current value. Now see the between the B and D here. Between the A and D distance is 2. Previous distance is 2, but when we calculate the distance between the B and D, that is reachability distance, it is coming as 1, which is less than the previous answer. Therefore we modify. Therefore this become 2 comma 1. So there is no need to store the 2, but only for your understanding I am keeping the both values, so you will come to know that when there will be change. So this was initially 2, but now it's going modified to the 1. Now B and E. Now E is visited for the first time, so maximum of 1 5 is 5, so it gets to the 5. Now we are visiting the next point as a C point. Now from C these points are reachable. Now A and B are already visited. Now C reachability distance, we can easily check that. Even by seeing this we can easily find out that epsilon dash is 2 points are required, so 1 and the next point, so reachability distance is 1. Now we require to calculate the distance between the C and D and C and E. Now here the core distance is 1 1 and the distance between CD and CE are 1 and 5 respectively. Now here it is 1 1. We will retain the existing value because the distance between C and D, so they are same, so we retain the existing value. Next C and D, maximum of 1 5 is 5, retain the existing value. So here we are not modifying. Now see the change comes to here. Now we are now visiting the point D. Now from D, which is reachable, all these points are reachable, so you can easily find out that core distance, that is epsilon dash of D, is 1 because it is becomes core object at a point at a distance of 1. Now we require to check B, C, A, B, C are already visited, so we require to consider only the E point. Now see the E point, initially distance is 5, but now if we take that 1 and 4, the max is 4. Now the previous answer was 5 and the current answer is 4, so we are modifying the distance. So when distance gets modified, that when our new answer is less than the previous answer, then we modified, otherwise we will not modify. So in this case points are modified. Now this algorithm is repetitive, so the 20 points are big enough, so it may happen that a little bit wrong may be there. I have tried to check very clearly, but still it may happen that there may be some points may be wrong, but from this point you will come to know that how the algorithm works. Now we are taking the point E. From E we require to check already A, B, C, D are reachable. Now next points are, they are coming as F and G. F is coming at 4 and G is coming at 5. Now every time I have used that formula of core and the reachability, and from that I have calculated this distance. Now E becomes the core at a point of 4 because E and itself the next point is coming at the distance of 4. So core distance of E is 4, and from E F and G are reachable. Now they are at a distance of 4 and 5 respectively. Now next what we require to do, we require to follow the F point. Now from the F point we will see which points are reachable. Now from F, G, H, I, J, K and K are reachable because E is already visited. Now here we can easily check that initially the distance between the E and G is 5, but we can see that the distance between the F and G is 1, therefore it gets modified. So in this way we are visiting the each point and we are finding the core distance epsilon dash and the reachable distance. So reachable distance gets modified only when the answer is less than the current answer. So in this way we modify the F, then from the F, G is closer, so we visit the neighbors of G. So in this way whenever the new distance is less, we are modifying that distance. So from the G we are modifying the H, then I, then J, K, L, and from the L, M, O, P. So it is very difficult to write down all the points, so I have keep only the modified entry into the slide. So in this way we are visiting up to the last point. So in this way we are getting the answer. So even you understand initially how it's operate, you can easily cross check the algorithm, or you can easily trace out the remaining points easily. Now this is our the final answer. The points neighbors of point P, co-distance and reachability distance. So in this way the reachability distance is change. Clear? And here the points are given in which they are the neighbors, and from that we find out immediately co-distance and the reachable distance. Now this is the final answer of optics algorithm. A is keep as at a distance of 10, that is infinity, because A is the starting point, so its reachable distance cannot be calculated. And here we can easily see that the A, B, C, D are closed. A, B, C, D are closed, therefore they are comes under the one cluster. Now E is at a distance of 4, E is coming at a distance of 4, F 4, and after that F all the points are closed, that is G, H, I, J. K is again at largest distance, L is again at largest distance, M is again at largest distance, and from that, but still all points are reachable from the starting point, because the our epsilon is 5 and all points are coming under the 5. So in this way it is creating the set of ordering points for the clustering algorithm. So by seeing this graph we can easily find out that, or we can easily check if we choose or change the epsilon value, how the cluster becomes. So this is nothing but the optics algorithm. Advantage: the clustering ordering is useful to extract the basic clustering information. Disadvantage: it only produces a cluster ordering, it can't handle the high dimensional data. References for the slides are from HannCamber, Data Mining Concept and Technique. So this is all about the optics algorithm. So this is the first part. In the second part I'm going to explain the 2 more examples on the optics algorithm to get the concept more clear. If you like my videos, subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.